Everybody out there in GM land or wherever land, hey. So, got this Duramax truck in here and it keeps on eating up the battery here. And when it gets cold, it won't start. And I'm going, okay, where do we start, right? So, this thing's ate up 2 batteries so far in a year and a half. Duralast Gold, supposed to be a good battery, right? Well, found that the GM battery cables in these trucks cause a lot of trouble. They got that rubber coating on the end of the terminal. You're gonna notice on my batteries here. I used to buy the batteries that had the top in them. So when you jump started the truck, you didn't catch it on fire. If you notice, there's an AC line here next to the positive terminal. And when you go to the driver's side, I see a lot of people jump starting these trucks. And the cable, this is the driver's side, cable goes in here. See this rubber coating bullshit? That stuff corrodes in there. It's usually the positive terminal that corrodes. You see this one here, the terminal's off of it. Okay, and there's a bolt here. I can put my jumper cables. I don't really put jumper cables on this side no more. I never have because it likes to arc right here. I'm trying to sort of, it's going the right direction. People get mad about my videos. So what happens is the jumper cables go inside here where that terminal's at. See it? And it touches it. It can. It's painted here. This part's painted right here. This is so. Anyway, I just don't advise putting jumper cables down here. Well, this truck has just been giving me troubles for a year and a half. I'm like, okay, the battery's just bad. Change batteries out in pairs. These were changed 6 months ago. When it started to get cold, it needed more amperage. This battery is no good. So question, are we having a battery cable problem? This problem comes up on these Duramaxes quite a bit. So here's my solution. I take a 3/8 bolt with a nut that's loose. If you look at this cable, I'll zoom in on it here. See that nut? You can put jumper cables that son of a bitch and they won't fall off. You ever jump started a GM vehicle with cables, like thick ones? Sometimes they'll fall off while it's running. And that means ECM fried, alternator cooked. So, to solve this problem, mechanics should be problem solvers, not parts changers. We put this screwed in the battery. Your terminal is going to be on there. You're going to take that rubber piece of shit coating off of there. You cut it off with a pair of dikes, by the way. And you clean it up. You take your handy dandy wrench. Where'd the winch go? We'll find in a minute. Believe it or not, this is a USA bolt. It takes a 9/16. I mean, we don't use a lot of USA tools. Do you see that USA on there? USA. SK. Made in the United States. What does that say? 9/16. So you take your 9/16 here. Go. You tighten it up into the battery so you don't ruin the threads. You notice that when you put the battery cable on, there's not a lot of threads, and sometimes you'll cut the threads out of the battery. Well, that's how I came up with this idea. So then you tighten this nut down. This bolt is tight to the battery. Now all you're doing, you're tightening this nut down on your cable so it's always tight. Ain't coming off. Now you got somewhere to put your battery cables on there. Ta-da! And you're not burning up stuff. And so to take it off, you can do 2 ways. Just take the bolt out. It ain't hurting the battery any. But this way it stays tight. It won't come out. And you just unscrew it. Anyways, what I'd found is that the rubber deal on here was not making very good contact with this battery. So that's why this battery was always going out. It wasn't being charged enough. I know you're saying you should test it, yeah. So, but So that's my fix. What I did, for you guys out there, it doesn't have a short circuit tester or a amp probe. What I did is I took this negative cable off, which is over there, left the positive. This was the bad battery. The batteries tested bad last night. To see if I had a short in the truck, I took this cable loose on the ground so it isolates this battery so it's not doing nothing. This battery, lo and behold, 12 hours later, it started right up. No problem. I had the gauges flickering. What happened is when the cell died in that AutoZone battery, gold by the way, gold don't mean shit. This battery was sucking off the other battery and draining it. You know, you say it might be an alternator that's doing it. That's why in diesel trucks you always change batteries out in pairs. Don't ever change just one. It'll leave you stuck. That's why it was draining the battery down. Had a bad cell in here, which could cause a fire too. It's a shorted out battery is what it is. Those plates in there. Anyways, I want you to look at this video to save you guys some heartache. You know, trying to jump start off these GM trucks, you know, a friend's truck is just, you know, they make the post here, make a ground right there. See that? It says ground. That's the ground for your battery. To be safe, when you guys jump start a vehicle, put your positive cable over there and put your negative cable on the block. So if it sparks right here, you don't have a fire because the discharged battery gives off hydrogen gas. You'll blow yourself up. Your face, at least, you'll be disfigured, and your wife will divorce your ass. So whenever you're jump starting any vehicle, you connect the leads to the good vehicle first. Or you can do opposite. You can do whatever you want, but connect up. But you always, never, ever, always, ever, ever, on the tired battery, connect the cables, both cables to the battery. Connect the positive to one side and a ground to the ground of the truck. So it'll spark here. If it creates a little spark, you're away from the battery that's off-gassing hydrogen gas. Number 2. So now we've got a way we can jump start a vehicle if we need to be simple and safe. You know what I mean? If you guys like my idea, it's free. It didn't cost you a penny. Hope you like it. But this truck is just acting weird for a year and a half. You know what I mean? Just making me go crazy. I've been changing batteries out. So when I got in the truck, the gauges would all flicker, flick, 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 and there's no power. And then that's it. That's because the battery, piece of shit battery from AutoZone, and they're assholes now. This battery is only 6 months old. They will not warranty this battery. They will not. You guys at AutoZone can shove this battery up your bunghole. The Napa Gold, I paid $196 for this battery. It lasted 6 months. You know, cold weather, whatever you want to call it. Yep. So I got mine at Walmart because Walmart don't give me any shit about the batteries, you know. But anyways, 9/16 wrench. Woo! Hope you guys like my video. Let's see if it starts. It's cold right now. The truck's cold. I mean, it was just going. I got tired of this bullshit. I'm saying, why would just one battery wear out? Ta-da! See if the gauges flicker. On. No flicker. I mean, the needles were bouncing and bang. Check that out. Woo! All lights off. What's the voltage at? 14. Happy as can be. There you have it. So if your Duramax gauges are all fluctuating when you're trying to start it, you have some ideas now on how to find the bad battery, which you can just use a battery tester too. But if you want to find out if the truck has a short, just take one of the batteries loose. And I found out that battery on that side was bad with my tester. You know, AutoZone, I've taken the battery back twice. They said we have to fully charge it. Right? This is just a $40 Walmart tester. But it doesn't lie. Plug in. It shows good voltage. Watch. Dead. Check that out. Dead. See it? 10 volts. It was at 12. You saw it. This battery's garbage. And when I go back to Walmart, the manager gives me such a hard time over this battery. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's not fully charged. And he gives me the battery back, and I'm stuck in the same position. Can't warranty that unless it fails. This machine does not lie. 11 volts now, after that one little hit. I think AutoZone's making garbage batteries in Mexico. Go Brandon. Go Brandon. I want to see USA made stuff again. Sick of this crap. Here's a brand new battery. Look at all my batteries here. These are all good too. Okay. Brand new battery. Let's see what it does. Sorry about the phone. Ta-da! You know, you can use those bolts too to test the batteries. You don't got to buy them $10 ones at AutoZone. Get the caps off here. Let's see what it does. Okay. We're at 12.5 volts. Right? I only have one hand. Hang on. Okay, you're gonna press the button. Press the button right now. It dropped into yellow, but it didn't go. See that? Press the button. That's a good battery. See? All right. Anyways, that's the way it is. I wanted to show you the video to help out anybody out there at GM trucks or cars, how this thing works. Hope you enjoyed the video, and this might be able to help you, okay? I know my video sucks, but it's supposed to have information. It's not supposed to be a movie that you watch, you just clap your hands and go, Jesus, that was the best movie I ever saw in my life. No, these videos are just to help. I don't make a dime, there's no commercial. Hope you like it. Anyways, go Brandon. Go Brandon. Go Brandon. And what does this say? Oh, okay. All right. I don't want to show that on YouTube. They'll think something. All right, boys. Hope you like my video. Have a great day. Thank you.